Hello Internet, my name is Hazel from Hazelnutty Games. It is almost Saturday, so welcome to vlog time. It is actually almost Saturday this time. So we're going to do a little bit of a short one here because we caught up, on Monday. It wasn't that long ago. This week we had a cinematic come out. The cinematic was, well, it didn't come out, but people are finally getting far enough along on their legendary quest chain, the ring quest chain, to reach the next cinematic that is now in the game, and it's pretty cool. I watched it. I'm not going to spoil anything here, so if you haven't watched it yet, you want to wait until you've reached that point in the ring quest chain yourself, then that's just fine. But I will say, and again, no spoilers, I will say, super cool looking. It's got some really neat implications for what the next patch might be about, what 6.2 might be about, and I'm pretty excited about that. It'll be good to see some new sort of story stuff come out in Warlords, so I'm looking forward to that, but we just had 6.1, so it might be a while, and we're not done with Blackrock Foundry yet, so we'll see. That should take some time. The WoW in-game game time token has been put onto the 6.1.2 PTR, so that is not something that we'll have to wait until 6.2 for. That should be, sometime reasonably shortly. I'm guessing it's going to be kind of like 3 or 4 weeks-ish before we get that next little mini patch, and that is going to add in this in-game, non-tradable, but an in-game token that you can buy for gold that adds time to your subscription, basically allowing you to skip the subscription fee, or you can purchase them in the in-game shop and then sell them to basically buy gold. So this has been a little bit of a controversial topic, not really that much anymore, because this is by no means a new thing to WoW. People have been buying gold in WoW forever, since it came out, basically. They've been doing it illicitly, and then you've been able to basically legally buy gold for a long time, because the TCG cards, the TCG mounts and pets have been tradable in game, so you could buy on eBay a TCG mount or pet and then sell that pet in game, so people have been buying gold that way. And then even more recently they added the little guardian cub. I think that's what it's called. It was a little guardian cub that you could buy in the Battle.net shop and then sell that in game. So this is by no means new to Blizzard, but I think it will be more popular because game time is something that's much more marketable to people than like a pet. Yeah, I think it'll go pretty well. It's interesting how they're trying to handle the pricing structure. Instead of just saying you can buy it for $15 and then sell it for however much gold the market will dictate, and they haven't released pricing information yet, and the pricing information in the PTR is for testing, so we don't know what they're going to cost yet. But they're actually going to fix the money price. I'm pretty sure is going to be fixed, and then obviously it won't be less than $15. It may or may not be more. It's very unclear. And then the gold price is also going to be fixed. They say it's going to be determined by the market, but it's going to be set by Blizzard so that you won't have people undercutting each other. And the actual sale of these tokens is also going to be done through a Blizzard interface that's independent. It's part of the auction house, but it's independent of the rest of the auction house. So you pay money from the in-game shop to get the thingy, and then you sell the thingy in this special part of the auction house where it shows you exactly how much gold you will get for that. And then it posts, and then there's like a queue for if you buy them at whatever the price is. And even if the market price drops after you posted your token, you'll still get the original amount that they said you would get when you posted it. It's very strange, and there's some weird inconsistencies with how that's going to work in terms of the economy. Like there may be gold that's actively generated or drained from the system from this because of the way that pricing works. I don't really understand it all that well, but we'll see how it pans out. I don't see myself buying gold that way, but depending on what the price works out to be, I could see myself buying game time with gold if the price was right. I mean, playing the auction house isn't really all that difficult, and it'd be cool to save $15 a month. So I don't know, we'll see. So we had that news. Outside of WoW, I've been enjoying Heroes of the Storm. I've been playing a little bit of it now and then with some friends. I did it once on stream, and it's fun. I like it. I can't pick out anything I don't like about it. It's reasonably easy to get used to. I enjoy it a lot whenever I play it, but I'm missing that hook, that compulsion that makes you want to play it. I don't like wake up or have some free time and be like, man, I should play some Heroes. People will ask if I want to play, and then, I've got free time and maybe I'll do it for a bit, but there's no, that need to play isn't there. And I wonder if that's just because I haven't put enough time into it yet. I'm not invested enough into it yet. But it's just something that I don't get, and I know it has to be there for some people because MOBAs are a huge market. There's tons of people that sink ridiculous amounts of time into League of Legends and Dota and Heroes. So I don't know. It might happen to me. It might not. Maybe it's just not my thing. It's not my thing. I like it. It's fun. I like saving up gold for the characters and trying them all out and doing bot games and multiplayer games. It's fun, but it doesn't really... It's not super exciting. It's nice. It's nice. And then they've actually announced that there's a new Hearthstone adventure coming out. So it's another single player thing, just like Naxxramas was. It's a new one called Blackrock Mountain, which, just for the record, is by far my least favorite place in all of Azeroth. I hate that mountain. I don't like the instances in it. They're rocky, there's lava, they're boring, they're not fun, they're too long, and I'm just really sick of... It's dark in that mountain. I like light and trees. Everbloom was pretty. Skyreach was pretty. That Vortex Pinnacle, that was pretty. I like instance design that's more exciting than literally a dungeon in a rock. But that's not really the point of the Hearthstone thing. I hate that mountain. So I don't know if I'm gonna do anything for it. I've been really behind in Hearthstone. So I was playing, now and then, and they did the Naxxramas thing, and I played a bunch of that and got the cards and did some ladder, and that was fine. It was fun. Great game to play on your tablet. And then they came out with Goblins vs. Gnomes, and I was busy with something else back then. I don't really remember what it was, but I was busy when Goblins vs. Gnomes came out. And then when I went back to try it, everybody else in the multiplayer ladder, which you have to do to efficiently get gold for these cards unless you want to spend money on it, they all had the cards. And I didn't have any of them, so I don't have the means to make a new deck that'll be competitive in the meta, which you would need to do to play to get enough gold to get the cards that you need to make the deck. So I'm kind of stuck there. I could catch up if I just dumped some money on it, but I don't really want to do that. And yeah, I'm just behind. So I'm not really sure if I'm going to do much with this Blackrock Mountain thing. I may eventually get back into Hearthstone and catch up, but I'm not really sure what it's going to take for me to want to do that. So we'll see. It's definitely a fun game, and they've actually announced they're going to be having... either demos or the full version out on iPhone and Android soon. Their projected figure was like a couple of months, so I would assume before, like, what's it now? It's March right now. I would assume, like, before the end of summer, like before the end of August, I would assume that they'll have it out for phones, and that's going to be kind of a neat thing, especially if you're, you've got a bigger tablet. You've got like a 10-inch tablet. You don't want to take it with you everywhere, but, maybe you're waiting for a bus, or you're waiting for an appointment, or any other waiting thing out in the world where you would have your phone with you but nothing else. That'd be a neat thing to kind of do. So that's good news. I don't know what I'll do with it, but I'm sure something will happen. So that has been my week. It's Friday today, so I will be streaming today at 4 p.m. and every Friday at 4 p.m. Pacific. If you have any questions you would like answered on an Almost Saturday vlog, just leave them as a comment on the most recent vlog. And yeah, I hope you all have a fantastic week and a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye!